Hello everyone, welcome to November 2023 Astrological Forecast. As usual, I would like to thank my subscribers. I love you guys so much. Thank you very, very much for your continued support, for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. I really, really appreciate everything you guys do for me. And if you're new to my channel and you like this video or any of my other videos, be sure to subscribe. Okay, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. You'll be notified each time I upload something. Also, check out the links below in the description box. There is one to my website, and there is also one to something called Ask Me a Question, which is for those of you who only want to know maybe one or two things about your chart. But it is actually just easier to email me at zaneszodiac@gmail.com and just ask me whatever it is you would like to know. Okay, so here's the way the month is going so far. Okay, Venus is still in Virgo up until the 8th. Okay, then it will move into Libra. Also, I have to mention on the 4th, Saturn finally turns direct. Okay, Saturn in Pisces. Okay, so Mercury is still in Scorpio up until the 10th, and then on the 10th it moves into Sagittarius, and then there is a new moon in Scorpio on the 13th. The Sun is still in Scorpio up until the 22nd, and then on the 22nd it moves into Sagittarius, and Mars is still in Scorpio up until the 24th, and then it moves into Sagittarius. And there is a full moon in Gemini on the 27th. Okay, so now for your forecast. Hi, Aries. Okay, so, well, first of all, on the 4th, Saturn turns direct in Pisces, and where you have Pisces in your chart is your 12th house of, the subconscious mind, behind the scenes activities by you or someone else. It's your house of solitude, your house of me time. It's also the house of charity and, well, many things, okay? But just having Saturn here sometimes does bring about fears, that just come totally out of the blue. I always say, you could be one of these people that just loves the ocean, loves to swim, and then just all of a sudden wake up one morning and be terrified of the ocean. Or even going in water. And you wonder, where the hell did this come from? This is something like that. Saturn, it just brings up unwarranted fears. Okay, so whatever you may be playing around in your mind, back and forth, your subconscious mind, or whatever, especially with this being retrograde, now turning direct, but you could be playing something over and over again in your mind, even an incident of some kind that may have happened that, like, bothers you, And it could even be that one of those, what did they mean by that kind of thing, because you have Neptune here at the same time in your 12th house. The 12th house is known as the house of self-undoing, okay? That's what this is, because you can drive yourself crazy. That's what these planets do here, okay? Especially together, they undermine your confidence in yourself, your secret confidence in yourself, whatever. So don't pay too much attention to that, but now that this planet is turning direct, you may be able to move on, from whatever, whatever was going on, in your mind, especially if you were playing something over and over and over again, the same thing, okay? So, let's see here. Venus is still in Virgo, okay, in your 6th house. It's directly across from your 12th house, okay, of Pisces. Venus is in your 6th house of the workplace, co-workers, your house of health, service to others. But, having Venus here does bring a really nice rapport with your co-workers. And any kind of work that you do has, like, artistic flair to it, no matter what it is, okay? Venus does move into Libra on the 8th in your 7th house. Okay, Venus is your opposite sign. So Venus is directly across from your first house, Aries, your rising sign or your sun or whatever, which is actually a really nice transit, even though it could bring out a little bit of a lush in you. You know, you don't feel like doing a whole lot or whatever. Venus in the 7th house actually kind of belongs here. It brings about good relations with anyone actually, but your 7th house is partnerships and arrangements and agreements, even verbal or written, that you make with other people. But these are your close relationships, business, romantic, friendship. This is the house of you know, competitors even, you know, open enemies. But with Venus here, it's like almost like a timeout from these very things, okay? It brings pleasant times within your close relationships, or even with people that you don't like, and maybe they don't like you either, but it's pleasantries, okay? At least when you're in public, okay? It does smooth over any kind of a little bit of problems, not major problems, but it does bring about the talking stage, at least, in some kind of relationship, or again, an arrangement or agreement, okay? The sun is in Scorpio, okay, up until the 22nd. Mars is here up until the 24th, and Mercury is here up until the 10th, and there is a new moon in Scorpio on the 13th, all occurring in your 8th house where you have Scorpio. It is directly across from your 2nd house of Taurus, where currently Jupiter and Uranus are transiting. And I tell you, just like I told Libra, you know, because their houses are reversed. They have Scorpio on the 2nd house and Taurus on the 8th house, but they're both money houses, okay? 8th house where you have Scorpio is other people's resources and money. Money coming to you through means other than earning it, such as prize money, winning it, a legal settlement of some kind, insurance payout, refund, tax refund, bank loan or increase in credit through credit cards, or legacy or inheritance, okay? All of these planets, Mars is the natural ruler of Scorpio. Scorpio is the natural ruler of the 8th house, so it does really well here. And being directly across from Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus, you know, I would play the lottery if I were you. You have to have Aries rising, though. Make sure you have Aries rising in order to have the 2nd and 8th house. 2nd in Taurus, 8th in Scorpio. Okay, because this could bring about a really nice win. Okay, you'll have to check out my weekly forecast for the aspects that I do. Okay, but overall, you know, if you could just, you know, play like the largest jackpot or buy a scratch-off ticket whenever you're feeling lucky, it would be a good idea to do it while these planets are in Scorpio. Okay, you could be on the receiving end of news of some kind, you know. Especially around this new moon on the 13th, of an inheritance or money that is coming to you in some way or other. Enter a contest if you can, you know. There's even online contests that are legitimate on the internet, okay? Something like that, but you know, there could be an increase in money here in some way or other, or resources. It doesn't always have to be money. Somebody could just give you something. They could give you property even. Or, you know, just anything, any form of resource. Okay, just keep that in mind. The sun does move into Sagittarius on the 22nd. Mars moves into Sagittarius on the 24th. And Mercury is in Sagittarius from the 10th on in your 9th house where you have Sagittarius. This is the house of long-distance travel and communications, media publishing, higher learning, your views on philosophy, your personal philosophy on life, spiritual and religious views. This is the house of adventure, okay? Also, foreign countries, people, languages, travel especially, though, okay? So if you weren't planning any kind of trip, you may, you know, be planning one or taking one even at this time. With Mars here, you know, it does make you very, like, active. It gives you a jolt of energy in pursuing something or other. This being the house of knowledge, you know, you don't have to take a class in order to learn something. In fact, somebody could actually just show you how to do something at this time, okay? Or you can learn something online by watching, like, videos on YouTube even, or any place, you know, but you could just learn something on your own, even through a book, reading, good old-fashioned reading, you know, something like that. But your interests are really peaked at this time. Anything that you find interesting, okay, you have to remember that you may actually also be in contact with people who live at a distance, okay? They could live in another country or not, but this is also an internet house, and you could actually just be meeting a lot more people than you normally do on social media, even joining groups or something. And a lot of these groups are in foreign countries or with foreign people. Okay, now there's a full moon in Gemini on the 27th in your 3rd house. It's directly across from this 9th house. And full moons exist to bring problems to the surface so they can be dealt with and then done away with. And the 3rd house is also a communication and travel house, but it's local, more local. It's also regular postal mail and email, voicemail, text message, whatever. So around this full moon, you could hear from somebody. They could give you a call or, you know, drop you a line in some way or other, you know, with... so, I don't know, it could be some kind of explosive news. It could just be news that doesn't even involve you, but they feel that maybe you would like to know. It could be an ending of some kind to something that was possibly going on in your neighborhood, or with a sibling or a cousin or anyone actually. But it brings an ending, let's put it that way, to a problem that possibly you were having. And to me, it looks like it's a communication problem, okay? Somebody's finally getting the message, right? So, let's see here. That's about it, okay? The best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign. And the moon is in Aries on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Libra. And those dates are the 9th, 10th, and 11th. The best time for, let's see here, romance, creativity, fun, speculation and gambling, children, anything to do with children, is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The best time for money is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for your career is the 16th, 17th, 18th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 1st, 14th, 15th, 27th, and 28th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for November. Be sure to check out my weekly forecast, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.